All right, folks, we are going to talk about what is a variable and how to use variable, especially in SpikePrime. This will be about 5 to 10 minutes long video. Pay attention. I did send yesterday the link for what is a variable in Python. Okay, so variable is basically, imagine an empty box. You can put any of the items in the empty box. You can take the items out as and when you want it. Okay. Now, in case of programming concept, variable is an empty box. You can keep an integer value in it. You can keep a string value or a character value in it, and you can take those out. You can do any operation. You can again keep it in box, take it out as and when you need it. Okay. And basically, variable has either a global or local scope. Maybe if you really want to know those details, give me a call or message on this video and I'll reach out to you. Okay. So let's talk about how to use the concept of variable in SpikePrime. Okay. So let me share my screen. Hopefully you're able to see the screen. Okay. So I started the new project in SpikePrime, as you can see. Okay. And I set my movement motors. All I want to do is a robot is there. A robot is basically hitting on a wall, and every time it is bumping the wall, it is making a count. And it's initially making a variable as a count, and every time it's bumping the wall, it's increasing the count. Okay. So how do we do it? Set movement motors to A and B. Okay. Now we start moving. Okay. We keep moving. Then we basically right in the beginning phase, you can see there is something called as variables on my left hand side here. You make a variable and give a variable name count. You can give any name to the variable. It doesn't matter if you're talking in terms of Python concept. A variable name cannot start with numbers. Okay. So here I gave the name count. Okay. Initially, I set the count of my variable to 0 because I want to start it from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's my basic setup for the variable. You define a variable name, you start the variable with count equals to 0. Now, the program which we are writing is basically the robot is moving forward and it is basically bumping into an obstacle. When it bumps an obstacle, come back by 10 inches and again go forward. And every time it bumps it, it basically increases the count by 1, right? So what I'm going to do is use an if then else, come to sensors. We are just assuming my sensor is in port A. If the sensor is not pressed, you just keep moving forward. Okay, if the sensor is pressed, then what you do is you come back maybe for 10 inches, reverse your robot, and at the same time, you come here. As soon as you hit, your sensor basically hits, it feels the pressure or the sensor is pressed, you increase the count by 1 and move the robot back by 10 inches. And once it is moved back by 10 inches, it's again going to start moving. We just keep it into and forever loop. We can keep it a forever loop, or we can keep maybe a fixed number of count, like repeat 5 times or 10 times. The important point is how to define a variable, how to set the count to 0, and then how to increase the count. Now here you can do a lot of fancy things. You can basically write this count on your hub, no big deal. You can come here again, variables, take the variable, write the count on the hub. And now every time it hits the wall, it basically shows the count on top of your hub. Okay. Hope this helps. With that, I am recording this video and stopping the recording.